And welcome back, everyone, to Late Night Gunpla with Talon Omega. This is the what eighth stream I've done so far, seventh maybe. Almost about a month. Actually, no, new month. So yeah, I've been doing this about a month now. So far, thanks for the friends of mine who've followed. I see I've got one viewer on. Thank you for joining. Feel free to stick around. Comment. I like riffing off people. If not, it's not a problem. So today I am listening to YouTube videos. I usually kind of play kind of long things. Today is Radio Cutman Chill Beats and Video Game Music by DJ Cutman. Usually kind of stream them to my headphones. I don't really like I don't want to deal with any other rights issue stuff, so I just do it this way. That's my approach. Those who are new, yes, these are Dom headphones. A friend of mine got them from me years ago. They were originally wired. One of the extra things that I try to do here, eventually I might do what I call late night mad sciencing, which is kind of what I did here to give them Bluetooth capability. So that's the idea. So today we're going to continue with the PMX 0030 Master Grade by Bandai Hobby. So far what we've got built is, before I started the stream, I had the head, body, and backpack done. On stream I've completed the arms, the shoulders, both legs, and last week on Sunday we started in on the skirt. I had taken a hiatus on Saturday, so Sunday I got this part of the skirt. Today is probably going to be the last build, actually straight building stream. Maybe tomorrow, if I do stream, I think I will still stream. We'll probably be doing panel lining and some the decal setting. We'll see how that goes. I was able to get into the garage and find some of my lining supplies. We'll see how that plays out. I've got a couple official Gundam ones. I've got a couple not quite what are they, micron pens or micron like pens in the .05 and .1, I believe, and I've got a .03 lead pencil or 0.3 lead pencil that I heard at one point was good for panel lining. We'll see how that plays out. We'll see tomorrow if I get this done. I believe I will. So that's what we've got today. Overhead view. This is pretty much the work screen. Feel free to check out the About Me page to see what else has been worked on, been made, what else is on the to build pile, which is what started me deciding to build and stream. I wanted to get through my build pile, so you can see the list of what's on the build pile. And since then, I believe I've added quite a few new things. I might actually need to update that list or the picture. I don't have the list of what I actually have to build. And like I said, I think last week also, I might need to look at what I need to build next after I finish this one. I might need to run a little kind of, not contest, what's the word I'm looking for? Poll to see which kit I want to build next. Was looking at my old pictures of the to build pile to see what I wanted to build next. We'll see. So, as you saw on the side screen, I've got the last of the runners that are left to build. I believe I shall be getting through all of that. Extra nub piece. I'm trying to get those out the way. Okay, so we left off here, so we're at these stages now. Alright, so tools that I'm using, standard nippers from a official Bandai Plamo kit. I forgot what they were called, based on the SD Gundam Warring States sets. So these are the ones I actually use to cut the pieces off the runners. I've got my God hand nippers here, along with our little mascot Nipako, kind of looking over. So yeah, got the flush cut. These aren't flush cuts, but kind of close. Got my display glass file, mainly because I can't find my other glass file. I need to figure out where I left that. I moved quite a few, about a year ago? No, 6 months ago. Yeah, 6 months ago about. So everything's still in boxes and piles and stuff, still organizing all that. Maybe I'll find them. And a regular buffing block from Daiso. I found these quite helpful. Used to have a set of a MacGyvered electric toothbrush with sanding heads that I put on there that I was using before. I might use those at some point, but I don't know if I do want to, just because the buzzing might become too overpowering. So I'll have to look into that and see how I actually feel about that. Also, feel free to comment if my volume is too low. I'll try to bring up the gain appropriate this time. We'll see how that goes. So without further ado, continuing building. We have 18 before. Okay. So we got A18 is where are you? Down here. So yeah, the idea here is just me chattering away about whatever I feel like and whatever kind of advice I want to give. Okay, good. I didn't lose it to the under desk monster. So yeah, that's the idea. Just kind of talking about the work I'm doing here. So I'm by no means an expert in Gundam. I've said it before, I'm a bit of a journeyman at this craft. B14, B18, so yeah, this one, B14. There are people that I think are quite above me at this hobby. And I've taken what they've kind of taught me in the past. And so, yeah, pretty much regurgitate all of their information that they've given me. So, yeah. Again, I keep reiterating, anyone who has followed here before, as I've heard, you want to just kind of use a glass file in one direction only, not back and forth. I mean, you can go in the other direction after, but not back and forth, back and forth, back and forth on the piece, apparently. So I kind of try to stick to that. Usually run my nail over it to see if I've kind of taken off enough. Let's see. Yeah, it feels like it is. And then we take the buffing stick, same technique, only buff in one direction. That's right. Start rotating in the other direction. What's up with that? Seems I left some marks. I mean, I've been complaining about this. I can see the num marks, but just because I'm up close, and some of that discoloration is also because of the plastic depositing when they injection mold the runners. So I mean, there isn't really much to be done about that. That discoloring is just, you're gonna have to deal with that regardless. So then what the buffing stick also is, well, probably need to get a new one and clean it also, but you just wanna, don't really have to be too rough with it apparently. And you want to hear that kind of tacky noise. Yes. Yo, what's up, Kapow? Thank you for joining on, and thanks for commenting. Much appreciated, my man. I try to join your streams as much as I can too. So yeah, the idea is I'm just chatting, talking my way through, trying to fill the dead space. But yeah, and continuously dropping the pieces. These didn't come off too well. I'll have to do more of the filing. Hopefully that comes off. Doing pretty good, Kapow. Doing pretty good. So you did some thrifting earlier today. Hope you got some good deals and some good looks. You always get good stuff. It helps that you're average size though. That's always been my complaint when I try to do any thrifting. Too big for it. That one came off pretty well. This one still feels like it's got a little bit of a ledge or a little hump. Keep going on that one for a bit. Okay, that looks good. How are you gonna fit on here? You go in here. So I don't think I need to bother too much with sanding that part, hidden seam and all. I'm gonna give it a kind of rough pass with the glass file, but I cheat a bit when dealing with doing these hidden seams or like the nub marks on hidden parts. Oh, that looks good. That sounds interesting. You always find the good stuff, man. have you. That's good to know. Let's think about that. Might need to get that info from you. But then again, I'm also not too much of a fashion. I know, that's actually one thing I probably might need to work on personally. I got my own hang-ups about fashion and, toxic masculinity there. I see it. I recognize it. Something that I might need to work on for sure. Well, I think you've gone down in size too, haven't you? All that clean eating. Really? That does sound interesting. That does sound right up my alley then. Because that is my sizes and stuff. Well, I mean, it kind of fits with my own internal view that, people were smaller then. So a lot of the old stuff you'd find at a lot of those kind of thrift sales and whatnot were grandma and grandpa stuff, but grandma and grandpa are us, bro. Let's see which side comes up. Okay, that side up. Okay, so that holds it there like that. All right. And then you hold all this here. Alright, so let's see. How do you go in here? You go all the way in. Alright. Sure, you go here. Yeah, probably need to stick those guys in first. So yeah, you guys probably go in first. That's one. That's two. There it goes. And there it goes. Yeah. Now let's put together. Rearrange these. Alright, there we go. Might have been a gift from someone. I mean, high grades. Another thing I need to work on. I've been a master grade purist for a while. I almost exclusively have built master grades. So, but everyone has their start. You might need to do that one on some of your own streams, man. So, B7. Oh, yeah, that's you. I figured it was going to be you. A big badonkadonk on this guy. The ruffle. B6. Also need you then. Doing the overhead. Sometimes forget. Okay. Why am I not getting this piece? You know what? I'm just gonna jump ahead because it says I need this piece too. Yeah. You know what? I've never actually done any kit bashing myself. know that's the big thing with, especially after the Build Fighters series came out. That was the big thing they were trying to emphasize. I wonder what happened with that idea of the campaign. They were trying to make all the internals kind of interchangeable. I don't know whatever happened with that. Yeah, so another runner done. So stick that to the side because I didn't clear the box out this time. But just because I'm jumping ahead also. This part. So polycap. I was cheap with the polycaps also, and just kind of roll them over my fingers. Cap 4, is that you? Yep, the last polycap. Another runner done. Actually, you know what? Thinking back, I think this is the first time I've seen the whole polycaps used in the Gundam kit. I think all my other kits that I've built have always had leftovers on polycaps that just kind of random use. But, alright, so need you, and I-10. Wait, yes, I-10. Another runner that's going to be done. Although, I mean, in all fairness, this one didn't really have much. Looks like it had two pieces. Yeah. So, a lot of good that did. No, it has its good. So, another runner done. Yay. Like I said, I might be done with this kit, or at least the straight build part of it, by today. Okay, you go this way. You go here. Okay. Let's see how that goes. So, another one will probably cheat, and, well, yeah, with these, because I know all of these edges are going to be inside, so I'm probably just going to cut them flush as I can with the, yeah, I'll use the God hands. Just get them out the way. Try not to do too much damage either. Gunpla Con? What was that one? That wasn't the SCGMC guys, was it? I know they've done their kind of Gundam build build competition for a couple of years now, so might be that. Yeah, there's often a couple of good kits in there also, from what I've seen. I know I did submit something years ago. Mainly just to show off what I had done. Get sent to a lot of places. You do good. A lot of coverage, man. You're hard working. There it goes. I'm buffing the wrong part. Right. Here's the fun part. Trim this. And then also to try to file it along the edge there. Hopefully don't take off too much, make too much of a flat space there. Seems to be doing the job at least. I have not. I keep talking about this. I've barely started actually watching the Gundam series, all of them. Like 10 years ago? Even though I've been building Gunpla for about 20. Yeah, I think Animagic 2000 was the year I got my first Gunpla. And I didn't actually start watching the original series movies until about 10 years ago, which surprised so many of my friends who knew I'm a Gunpla builder. Like, how do I keep building so many without knowing what I'm building? And as I've told people, because I liked building them. It's fun. I like the look of the kits, which is this one. This was one of the ones I've always liked the look of the O. Again, without having watched any of the series. So, of original series, I've gotten up to 0083. Yeah, I believe. Haven't finished it yet. I need to get around to finishing it. I started it about 3-4 years ago. Haven't gotten around to finishing it yet. Yes, they do. They do look really cool, which is a big thing. So I said on other streams a couple of years ago, I did just sat down and started building during Fanime in the main concourse, and people kept asking me, "It's like, hey, how do you pick which one to build?" I always encourage them, just go straight into the artist alley, see which ones call their attention, and pick it up and start building. Yeah. More cars, planes. I've got a couple. Actually, that was my start too. I remember. I think I still have it. I might need to find out where it is and kind of display it. My first kit was a model car that I built at like 12. I want to say. I think it might have been 12. Picked up the paints and painted it as well. Paintbrush. Like, I look back on it and I cringe at it. And as I've said, this is one of the things I want to work on as part of the stream of not being so hard on myself. I want to do a bit of kind of Bob Ross approach to this. But things are tropes for a reason. They're what sells. Just like how there's so many isekai series now. Anything between them? No. So just go in here now. It's all about the isekai. It's all about the high school trope. You know this, man. These guys. I think I might have watched like 5 or 6 episodes of IBO. Yeah. I think I fell off before anything kind of really good happened, I think. Yeah. No, it might have been less than that because I know they were still on Mars, and just following from other people talking about it, I know the 2 main characters get off Mars and kind of join organized crime, as it were, and kind of run it or something like. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, trying to turn this as I'm kind of doing this to try to get along that edge. This one's a straight one, so not so much caring about that part. Trying to get it as straight as I can, but I always know I'm going at a bit of an angle one way or the other. Can never really get straight on. I try to go one way, and I feel I'm just taking off too much on one end. Have not. I think I remember hearing good things about that band. This underskirt, not really good looking, and it's a small piece, so yeah, who cares that I'm going both directions. Yeah, you want to hear that squeak while you're using the buffer. Lets you know that it's pretty much done its job. Squeaky, squeaky. I'm doing crunk. Alright. Okay, you only have. Wait, are they really as deep as it goes? I feel like should go more, but as it should. Feels like it should. I guess that's all it does. Ooh. That does sound pretty kick-ass, actually. Where are we next? C's and B5, so yeah. C 15, 16, C 13, 14. C, yeah. And 13. Try to do it this way. Try to get them on the same side that they're supposed to go on, so I don't confuse them too much myself. And then try to pop out something that is hard to pop out, but these are also going to be kind of cheats, I know, because they're going to go inside. So I don't have to worry too much about the sanding and whatnot. So this one looks like it's mainly weapon piece. Once we're done here, then that one will be done as well. I'll be a done runner. So actually, yeah. No, alright. I'll still need these pieces for the gun, it looks like. Yeah, so we'll do that when it comes to it. And then this will be done except for Sirocco. Well, I mean, come on. At that point, it's just, that kid's done. See how this comes out. This one's okay. Yeah. So I'll sand along the edge here. I think I'll do it this way, just to get the whole thing. I don't really talk much sometimes. I run out of things to talk about. There's only so many times I can talk about the same thing I'm doing as far as the sanding, as far as the work. As I said, try to trim them off the runner with some space and then trim closer with the God hand nippers to try to decrease how much nub marks you got to deal with. But again, because of just the injection molding and colored plastic, colored plastic cooling at different temperatures, you're gonna see some differencing. But yeah, no, that still has a bit of a edge there, little hump there. I don't want to go too much because it's got a bit of an angle here too, so do too much, I get rid of some of that angle. What the heck? Let's see. I don't wanna. Okay, that seemed to have taken care of most of that. That's good. Alright, let's look at that video. Let's see. Man with a mission. I see the wolf mask thing. Yeah. This was the opening, right? If I remember correctly. Raise your flag sounds familiar. The name, actually. I think this was the name of the opening, right? Or was it the second opening? I don't think so. They had. Yeah, okay, first opening. Thought so. Yeah, the name sound like the name of the song, I think, seemed familiar. I got one person on my feed who was a rabid Abio fangirl. Why are you not going in? There it goes. Okay. Close enough. Post-apocalyptic motifs. Looks like it would fit very well with, from what I remember, pretty much what Mars was like. I think was it was destroyed, or was it just the terraforming was just that bad? That there was so much kind of left to be done. Again, I saw like first like 5 episodes maybe. I think they were just getting off of Mars. Okay, so here's the fun part. The instructions say, be cautious of the angle. Yeah, I'm not sure. Look at that. Underdesk monster. Okay, good. Back here. Underdesk monster do not eat them. Good. Looks like that looks close enough. Good enough for Union. So we'll run with that. Okay. So there's that, and then now there's you. B15, last piece of this. And then, it's just putting it all together after this. After the last of the side ones. Well, there you go. You still doing the Toyzilla stuff? Yeah, that could work. How long ago was that flood? Because I got something from a friend that had some water damage. That was a hell of a find for me. It might be from the same place. No, well, no. That one, friend said they had it in their garage for years. So, I mean, that was an old kit too. So, that it was years before they remembered they had it, I believe. No. So, maybe not. Again, that kit that I got, I want to say was maybe 6 years ago when I did that. Let's go back and look. Oh man, do I even remember back that far back? No, even longer than that. Before my first was born, so she's about to be 6. So yeah, no, the time, it's not that kit. Alright, so you go in here. Alright. And then you go in here. There it goes. So, got most of the, well, with the secret tickler. Grabby. Alright, so now just the side ones. Show them H14, F9. So I'll be done with these. No, I won't actually, because the sabers are in here too. So won't be able to get rid of the Fs yet. And there's 2 of this one. It has 4 beam sabers. Yeah, I guess. F. Okay, so H's will be done now. Another runner all completed, it looks like. When I finish both sides of this. So one runner H done. Another runner H about to be done here. It's only been 45 minutes. Yeah, I figured I'd be done with this straight build. Another runner done by today. Yeah, because just the beam swords and the beam rifle. Yeah, from the looks of it. Not even all that much. Yep, and then it's just going to be panel lining and stickers and decals and whatnot. Let's look into which order that goes in. So you're going to be this way. Looks like. So the beam sabers go in there. Looks like. Okay, so yeah, this way. So. Yeah, I never really go to WonderCon. And with Panini, the past couple of years, haven't been going much of cons. Stopped in a bit for ALA. Kind of stopped in just outside for AX last year. So I haven't done much cons. And again, as is, I don't really do WonderCon much at all. If anything, it's more of a just kind of hang out outside and see who I see. Why am I doing this part? Yeah, this part's going to be inside, so that doesn't matter. Same with this one. Again, cheat with these pieces because they get hidden inside the seam. Just do a quick glass filing. Just trying to make sure it doesn't mess up the fit. But then, yeah, just kind of hide them away. But is WonderCon still in Anaheim? I think it used to be Anaheim, wasn't it? So it's a local-ish con for me. I mean, it's still in my general map of LA County. LA. I always kind of have fun showing off my mental map of LA because it pretty much goes all the way out to like just before the 91 goes over the hill, out to the east, out to the edge of the valley just before Simi Valley on the west, north about up to Castaic, and basically south down to Laguna Niguel maybe, just or Mission Hills I think actually is my mental map of LA. So wow. Wait, so the event is next week and they're just letting you know now, yeah, we're approving you for pro. Wow, that's broke. And you've covered it as pro before, huh? that too much? Alright. Wow. Oh man. Looks like I left the nub mark on that one. How did that happen? How did I nub mark that? I have to be careful with the other one. Make sure it doesn't happen again. Still feeling a bit of a nub there. I think here I want to slow myself down because I feel myself trying to rush through this. I think it's partly because I see the edge of the tunnel here already. And so I kind of feel like I want to rush this, I want to be done, I just want to be done with it. And the idea with this stream is also I want to work on myself a bit. I want to kind of catch myself doing some of that stuff and kind of stop it. So we'll see. See how that goes. Last couple of streams I've caught myself doing that also because I knew time was running short. I just wanted to be done. So trying to slow myself down. Let's see if I can get some of this. I don't want to go back and forth too much, but well, looks like that piece was sunk down. I don't know what that's about. Generally tried not to do too much back and forth because a couple of times I've seen this leave kind of minor scratches, but I think here I can get away with it. Yeah, that's one. Gotta be careful with this one. Yeah, it's because it's a thick piece. There it goes. That was better. Kind of some of the technique they kind of encourage to do is, you know, don't cut right up on the edge. Cut off in layers, and then go for the final trim. Try to mitigate the risk of having kind of the mark. So there it goes. And the Godhead nippers here are kind of supposed to be very kind of flush cut along the edge. leaving marks on that. Wonder what that's about. Trying to be soft. Okay, looks like I've got a couple people kind of just watching along. Thank you guys for kind of following. Though it still shows me only one viewer. Wonder what that's about. One official viewer, everyone's just lurking or something. I don't know. Alright, thank you all for kind of joining and kind of watching me. Appreciate it. Trying to do this slowly and softly. Just kind of softly sand it. See if that kind of reduces the risk of having that effect that I'm trying to avoid. Can't describe it. I know I've done it on a couple other pieces where it just kind of leaves it. Leaves a bit of a mark. But, alright. Don't seem to have done that here, so that's good. Alright. Just trying to. Try not to be too aggressive to get this nub off either. Again, I don't want to mark the rest of the piece too much either. Probably need to give this a cleaning actually. That might be it. I think my file might be dirty. Because right now I'm using a part of it that I don't usually get. It seems to be gripping a little more. So it might be it. Give it a kind of brush down in a minute. See how this goes. What to talk about today? Let's see. I want to bring in my day job into this. Actually, yeah, that was the thing. Because of Mike here, Mr. Kapow, was talking about kind of fashion. I don't know, he's fashionable. I don't. I'm usually a t-shirt, cargo shorts kind of guy. Not that it's anything wrong. I've kind of submitted myself to the kind of dad uniform, as it were. But for the longest time, I saw kind of taking care of your appearance, caring about it as a bad thing. Getting a bit of that toxic masculinity. Trying to build up the awareness of, all these bad capital R rules, as I call them in my job, that we grew up with, and kind of challenging them, saying, do they really serve the purpose? Are they really helpful? And that one, not so much. It's kind of just no reason to kind of think anything wrong about clothes or anything. But I know I had that in my head for a long time. So it's something I gotta try to work on. But also don't see myself as particularly looking good in any outfits and stuff. Okay. So, yeah, probably another piece I need to work on for myself. Trying to see about how to make myself look good, as it were. Again, part of that is also I don't really have to. My day job is pretty much what's seen on the kind of corner camera here. So as long as I wear my dress shirt, who cares what the rest of me is looking like? I've got, I got my cargo shorts on under. I got my graphic tee on under my work shirt, work quote unquote shirt, and just look at that. But yeah, again, one of those rules that I might want to try to work on and change. But for that, I'd have to think about what I'd want to dress for. I don't really go out much. I'm a homebody. If it weren't for the fact that I was married and have kids, I'd say I was a bit of a hikikomori, kind of homebody. Prefer to kind of hide myself in my room, now my office, kind of doing this, then interacting with others. Probably another kind of self-exploration thing to do, kind of what that's about. But I've always said I'm a bit of a misanthrope. I think that's a big part of it. No, I'm generally an introvert. Although Mike would kind of be a little disbelieving of that because he's seen me at cons and con parties. But I am. After that, I pretty much just hold back up in my room again and hide until the next con, which is generally about 5 to 6 months. So that's about my refraction rate, I'll say. So there's a bit of that discoloring that I kind of keep talking about. This way, yes. Okay. So then, doesn't really matter which side these go on. There's no left or right, really. They're even. So, there we go. All right. Oh, build. I think it's done that to all of us, really. Panini's kind of made us all bit kind of homebodies. Probably. Alright, so let's see. Full final build of this guy. Alright. Feet C's in. Skirt properly arranged for the young lady. And now let's go side view. So you can see this guy come together. Probably shouldn't just be pressing from the top. I should be supporting it probably. So there we go. There we go. Here we go. So you get to see the full glory of the O. That's what he looks like, she looks like. I'm not entirely sure what they've considered the O. But with a name like that, I'd imagine they want to masculinize it. Straight build right now. Still need to finish up the weapon systems, which, like I said, should be done by today. Put you back to side over here too again. Alright. Actually, no, I'm gonna need you to go to the side table for right now. Don't fall. Second, because I know I'm gonna have to kind of at least flip the page. Well, let me just try to do that right now. Let's see what nubs fall off. Alright. Okay, yeah, there's still a little extra building on that once that's done. And then all the stickers. So, yeah. Alright. So, finishing off the F's. And like I said, A. Oh, yeah, no, A's I'm going to be using. But the F's, all 4 of these. Beam sabers. Thank you for that. I mean, it's one of the things that we've been saying. You know, we need to rebuild our social batteries. We've all been kind of away from other people for so long. It'll take us a while to get that back. Like, at least my feed was kind of really making that joke of first con after the panini was going to be feral, and I think we've kind of shown them to be. They've gotten quite bad, although not super bad. At least that's so I'm going for it. F runner done. So other F. And I mean, that's one of the things we gotta also give ourselves credit for. You know, just like, yeah, this is why we're so kind of quick to anger right now. It's been 3 years of not having to deal with people's BS. That now having to deal with it again, have to relearn how to people. And this has been the concern for a lot of parents of their kids who've been home for the past 3 years, and not knowing how to interact with other kids or other people in general. Oh man. Snub. This snub. It's gonna be a pain with you. Oh, Jeebus. You're on there. What is this about? I get it. It's small enough. Who's gonna see it? And yeah, I guess that's the parts that I want to work on. Not being such a perfectionist, but man, I think I'll put runner gate piece that close to part that sticks out. Bandai, what were you thinking? Although, from what I know, they have gotten better about trying to undergate a lot more of this stuff so that you don't get this kind of a problem. They try to do it more, as we've done on some of those other pieces, under kind of where pieces go over it and hide it. So there's been that. And then this one as well has a bit of the line of where the two what are they called? The molds came together. So it's got a mold line right there. Or is it a mold line? Or is it supposed to be a panel? Yeah, that looks like it's a mold line. I don't think I can actually do too much more to get rid of it. didn't do ALA? Or was that also work related? Somehow still you were able to get it work related. Let's do this to all these pieces. Let's try to get them all. Yeah, I did go to ALA like 2 half days. Once on, I think I did Thursday to pick up my badge, and then Saturday to kind of hang out, meet people, just kind of see people through most of the day. I didn't stay much more than that. Showed off the 3D printed Gundam mask. Yeah, let me bring that out. Yeah. Sorry about that noise. Yeah. My 3D printed Gundam mask. I had to flex and show that off at the con floor. Thank you. It was no, it wasn't Thingiverse. It was an STL that I actually bought and printed and kind of scaled it to the right size for my face. So I'm kind of glad how that turned out. I know, generally not supposed to be sawing on this, but again, at this point, yeah, it is a bit of the, I just want to be done with this, or at least this part. I really dislike the small pieces. And then again, because they put the gates where they're visible and hard to get rid of them, so yeah, being a little tantrumy. I think part of that's also still getting, well, yeah, still kind of getting used to the time change and shorting on sleep. So, along with, 2 kids who don't know what it means to actually sleep anymore. It's that your childhood revisiting you as an adult, as a parent. I'm sure mom's having the time of her life with that. It's like, yeah, this is what it was like for me, little a-hole. But at least for me, I had Saturday morning cartoons to entertain me, so I would just let her sleep. I'd be downstairs, kind of watching cartoons. I guess that's a trade-off. If I want that, I gotta let this boy watch cartoons in the morning. And we try to limit how much TV time she actually gets. So, the problems with being a good parent. Yeah. Laugh at that too, because, you find good, there is no perfect parent. It's just kind of stuff that I want to do, don't want to do. And so, yeah. I protected her from a lot of TV. So yeah, I guess that could be the thing. I was worried a couple months ago that I didn't want to learn how to control, I didn't want the oldest to learn how to control the TV, be able to change the stuff on her own. But she got there on her own already. Yeah. As Ian Malcolm said, life finds a way. So she found a way to get that part done. She don't need me to turn on the TV for her anymore. Which is its own problem. So yeah, the price of parenting. I can either let her watch all the TV she wants and I get to sleep in a bit, or at least until the sportling wakes up and tells me that she wants food because mom had to work most days. Or, yeah, the spores, like, I'm bored, I'm hungry. Yeah. Hungry, she can probably feed herself by this point, or she knows where the snacks are. Right, so which side is it? Okay, this side down. No. Okay. So this way. Goes. Lightsaber 1 done. Alright. Thanks for coming on, Mike. Thanks for being on and bantering with me. I truly do appreciate it. Helping me fill the dead air. See you around, man. Have a good show next weekend at WonderCon. Anyone who follows, who's watching, who's been on here, make sure to give Mr. Kapow a follow as well. He does he does quite a few shows, so just kind of go to his page and follow him personally. He does quite a lot of different jobs and works, a lot of on-camera stuff and behind-camera stuff. So yeah. Two. Yeah, the slow work here. So yeah, hydration time. No, this is not Coke. This is concoction of my own. Lychee drink, lemonade, and fizzy water. I like cutting down the lemonade with some water. Less sugary. And I think the lychee puree kind of gives it a good little mix too. Reminds me of a drink that I would have at a tea shop where I was living before, up in Northridge. That I'm really missing that tea. Oh man. What? I thought these were charged. Don't want to bring down the... Yeah, right. I'm gonna have to take out the headphones and stop my personal music because my headphones are dying. Thought I charged them, but I guess I didn't. So finish this saber. I'll kind of pause for a second and take off the headphones. And on the headphone holder you go. Yeah, about half an hour left without music. That should be fine. No, it's just the sound of the thoughts in my head. Crickets, crickets. Not quite that bad, actually. But Actually, that is the thing when doing little Gundam models in general, or little thing, just kind of going into zone. No, usually around this time when I've been building. Other times I catch myself going very quiet because just this part of the build is just kind of repetitive enough, and just zone out and go into flow state. So I know that happens here. So not necessarily a bad thing. Kind of meditative in that sense. Into those hips already. Which way you guys go? This way, I think. Okay. So triangle up. There. There they go. All right. Trying to drop it as I'm kind of moving it. So back to top view. Actually, really need to see if my chat. I'm supposed to have the chat on the corner here. I don't know what's going on with that. I really need to see that. I need to kind of play with that a bit more. Have to look into that, figure out what that's about. But all right. So yeah, technically the last pieces of this runner also. Okay, so straighter piece is the back, is the front one. The curved one is the back one. So technically done with this. You still got the little Sirocco figure that can go in this, but I'm going to consider this runner done. Yeah, I'll probably just take out all the pieces on this one and call this one done also. Because yeah, I think from what it looks like, it'll just be all this. Really concentrating here, aren't I? Seems like it. Part of that is also don't want to mess up any parts of it. Alright, and last runner done. There is, well, technically, wait. I need to see if there's another one of Beam Saber runners, because I refuse to believe they only, well, I could only do 2. two of the little hand ones that it uses. I'll have to open it up and see. But anyway, so alright. That one's done. Yes. These are the ones where I'm probably going to do what I usually do with this stuff. And alright, I'll definitely want to trim the pieces off of this one. And the other one. Alright. Here. This one. Trim you. File you. Pretty much good. Blinding myself with the glass file. Can barely see. All these little hot lights to be able to see. Leaving me blinded. Right, which way? Down? Up. Okay. This way? Yeah. So, this way. Now, kind of sandwich this in and the other pieces. No. Alright. Yeah. So, sandwich it in. Yeah. I want to do it this way so that I can trim these pieces together. Kind of file them together as well. You're gonna be ugly. You're gonna be hidden, so yeah, don't care. So with this one, I think you're gonna be hidden, aren't you? Are you? Okay, find that part. That one might not be actually. Stickers go on here, really? Oh, key and ku also. So, this one's gonna be seen and Thank you, viewer, for following, for being, well, not following, you're not following, but anyway, thank you for being here. The view is appreciated. But anyway, yeah, because this thing, at least in OBS, only tells me I've been streaming for 26 minutes. I know it's, well, I'm saying it's recording at an hour 35, so I don't know what that's about. Should probably get one of my air cans and have it in here. Just kind of blow this stuff. It's going to be hidden. This one's going to be hidden. Yeah, I think I'll just give it a rough one silver. There you go. Blinding myself still. Just gotta rotate it a bit. That way. I'm not blinding myself too. So, yeah. So you are gonna, yeah. Alright. Just a little soft sanding. See if that keeps from getting too much of what I don't want to happen. Close enough, I think. Alright. Like, no real pressure on the sanding. Trying to do it that way. Bigger side up. And there it goes. What I wanted to try to avoid. Yeah. Seam has that right there. Good to know that at least with my friend on, I could know that my audio was kind of good. Didn't have to mess with it too much more. Do appreciate that help from him too. Last week on my one stream of the week, found out till the end that my audio was low. So, good times. At least now I know. At least today, right now, audio is pretty good. Because he was responding, you could hear me talking. So that's good to know. Tried to make sure that my gain was up this time. So try to prevent that from happening. Might need to actually give this a wash, as they suggest. Alright. Last pieces here as well. Put together and then kind of split in. Do it this way. The other ones. Put them together. And then kind of file and sand it. Let's see. Let's give this buffing. Yeah, that'll probably be seen. Just in time to finish the stream today. Might end a little early, it seems, because it'll just be that. After this, it's stickers. Stickers, decals. Wow. There's quite a lot. I have to look through that sticker pile also. See what I think. I know some of them are rub-ons, like these are rub-ons, so that's what that is. Okay. So, different tools for that. I think I've got a rub-on tool. Well, it's a sticker tool, really. So, same difference, really, at this point. Just finishing up this job. Decals, like I said, probably pattern lining. So tomorrow's probably going to be a lot of decaling and maybe the panel lining. To see which tool I want to use for that. Like I said, I've got a couple of micron markers or micron-like markers, if I remember. I've got a pencil that I can probably use instead for that. I have to look and see which way I want to do that. Alright. There it goes. So, as you can see, a lot of decals, a lot of stickers, a lot of seals. I'll have to kind of look and decide how I want to do this. As is, this part had decal pieces that I need to put in. There's one down here, so I'll hide those. At least one up here. I'll do that. One here. Okay. Wait, what? And then more stickers. So yeah. Lots of decals, lots of stickers. I'm gonna have to go back and see if there were any other pieces that had stickers that closely. Being very quiet because I'm concentrating here. I want to make sure I'm not missing any other stickers that need to go on anywhere, but it doesn't quite look like so. To have the weapon. It just has stickers to make it look like one whole piece, I guess. odd. Unit. Backpack. Nothing along the backpack. Nothing on there. Nothing on the chest. Okay. So, looks like, yeah, we're done with the O today. So, as I mentioned earlier, side view, so you can actually look at them, show off another little bit of kit that I have. Boy. There you go. This is the finished straight build of the PMX 003 Jupitoris Prototype Mobile Suit, master grade version. So, as I said, tomorrow it looks like, 10 minutes early, whatever. Tomorrow I will start in on decals and stickers and seals that were left. And as I mentioned, probably, panel lining. Looks like I might enjoy some of that. Some of them look like they're going to be a pain to work with. I'll have to figure out how I want to do that again. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you, Mr. Kapow, Michael, for joining and kind of riffing off me. I appreciate it. I really love talking with people because it helps me fill the space and not have to think about what I'm talking about. People who are watching, thank you for being on. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye.